Dragon Ball Infinity. Welcome. This is not a roleplay review. This is not a roleplay talk. This is an announcement of what you may ask. Well, by now you've read the title of this video. It's Yuletide. Dashing through the snow, murdering on his way. Over the hill you'll go, bleeding throughout the days. Or something like that. Anyway, what up, DBI? We're here to talk about the Yuletide event. This is, as far as I know, the very first time we have had in-game, in IRP, where the real kids play Dragon Ball Infinity. An event to celebrate the Yule. So what is this event going to be? What are we going to do? I'm going to tell you. We're going to go to the infamous Castle Blackley. That's right. We're going into the boogeyman's backyard. Lord Zofu has so graciously opened the demonic portals. I do believe there's one in Pepper City, but really there's one anywhere that your character needs to be throughout the infinite universe, and is welcoming you to the reimagined Blackley City, or Blackley Castle, sorry. And he's going to be the most gracious of hosts to invite everyone, absolutely everyone, to this Yuletide event. Some certain things are going to be happening here. We're actually going to be removing the alt interaction restriction for the very first time, and possibly the very last time ever on roleplay. What does that mean, Riz? Well, that means if you have your character Nova and your character Sin, normally those two characters can't interact together. But now you have the ability to. All characters are welcome to this roleplay. Dead, alive, good, evil, everyone is welcome to this event. We want this to be an ongoing just hangout of all the characters we have on DBI. This event will be canon, so any events that happen here are sent to be remembered when we return outside of this gathering. So what do we want? We want you and your character to just come out, hang out at the castle, maybe meet a character they've never met before, maybe meet a character that they've always wanted to meet. I know my character Rizian really wants to meet Indon, who he thinks is the leader of Earth. And just hang out, have some drinks, have some meat. Don't ask what it was made out of or who it was made from. Just enjoy it. There are going to be some mini events going on. There's going to be random role plays that happen. So Riz, how are we going to document all of this? We can't all possibly roleplay at the same time, given how in the real world, some of us are in the future and some of us are in the past. Well, good thing we have a forum. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up a new Master Arc forum on the forums. And every roleplay that happens is just going to be an addition under there. If any admin takes part, they're just going to immediately, when the roleplay ends, give the roleplay points at that moment, so that way we don't have a huge backlog of things. But if somebody wants to do a kind of forum post roleplay, that's fine as well. And if other people want to jump in, they can put their post in if they have 5 minutes while they're sitting on the john at work. Or if they want to just do a full, like, beginning to end role play, and, like, this is just what happens at that instance, and the next time somebody picks it up, it can be happening at the same time or right next to it. So we're just going to have a big open post, and hopefully everybody can just party together and hang out with one another. I am planning to create some stages that we can have some battles at the castle, but there is one caveat to this event. Despite having almost killed his most loved son, Zofu has been a pretty good boy this year. He hasn't done any outright murdering. So, I, Santa Riz, am going to bless him with the inability for anybody to destroy the castle. You can do minor destruction, but the absolute complete obliteration of the castle or major chunks of it will be forbidden. Santa Riz has blessed Castle Blackley for this event, and only this event. So we won't have any big bad destruction of it, but there will be some arenas if people want to have a little too much eggnog or whatever Yuletide drink that you want to consume in copious amounts and battle it out. There also will be a special guest, probably towards the end. So, how are we going to do it towards the end? Glad that you asked. We're going to open up the forum starting either the 12th or the 13th, and we're going to have 13 days of Yuletide. So we're only going to have this open, I'm going to say now, from the 12th, and we're going to end it on the 25th. Really, that's going to be 14 days, but given certain people's time zones, it just gives us some time for everybody to kind of role play along. And really, we're going to say that this is going to happen Yule Eve, all at the same time. So this is just going to be kind of like a one-night event where everybody gets together. Certain people can show up early if they want to show up a couple days before everything's set up. I know people are going to be doing role plays to the lead up of them going to this, so we'll see. But long story short, guys, we have never had an event where everybody got together and just hung out as their role play characters. Again, you don't have to fight. If you just want to come see what Eon looks like and, you know, have your character experience the demonic homeworld, experience Castle Blackley, watch from the sidelines while people get too drunk and have at it, then yeah, you can do that. If you want to partake in the WizKaz Bansky, then sure, you can do that as well. But I would like to invite every single one of you to come and take part, make your way to Eon, have an adventure, have a moment where we all get together as role players, because we are the real players of the Dragon Ball Infinity. And the numbers nerds, they're just over there getting gear and getting into the quadrillions. It's like, what are you going to do with your time? You could be over here drinking imaginary eggnog and battling people over the right to say, I'm stronger than you, IRP. I don't need your numbers, but what I do need is your participation. So, come on in, have a good time. There may be some rewards if you're a good boy or girl. If you're on Santa Riz's naughty list, then I'll probably hook you up with something. I don't know yet, still thinking it out, but as always, thank you for your time. Your name is your name. I'm Riz, and I will see you guys at the Yuletide. We wish you a Merry Rizmas. We wish you a Merry Rizmas.